Hey guys, it's Tommy here. Today, I'm going to show you how to install mods on Modlets. So before I get started, I do want to say I do stream over on Twitch on Sundays and Mondays. So if you guys have any questions in regards to this video or any of my videos, come over, say hi, I'll be happy to help you guys. Before we get started into how to install a mod thing, I need to explain what the difference between a mod and a modlet is. Okay, so a mod is basically a mod overhaul, so it basically changes the core mechanics of the 7 Days to Die game. So it will change, like adding vehicles, the way you melee, the way you craft, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so when we're talking about like a mod itself, we're talking about overhauling the whole game. A modlet is something that injects a small bit of code into 7 Days to Die the game and changes like one aspect of it. So as an example, it could just be something like adding a HP bar mod to the game so you can actually see zombie healths, or making, I don't know, the traders cheaper, that kind of thing. Just so like a modlet and a mod overhaul. Generally a mod will be very comprehensive, and it's designed to work together with lots of modlets working together. Okay, a modlet is designed just basically like a standalone. You can just put it in and it'll work on its own as an individual thing. However, if you install too many, you may get conflicts. They shouldn't do generally, but if you don't install them in like a mod itself and you install loads of modlets, you can be subjected to conflict. So ideally, if you want something that overhauls the whole thing, you install a mod. If you want something to change one thing, you install a modlet. Okay, I hope that kind of makes sense. So now that I've explained that, let's go and explain how to install it. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to go to the 7 Days to Die mod launcher. This was designed by Spheri, and basically it's just like a program that houses all the mods and modlets on the community for 7 Days to Die. And all you have to do is just go to 7d2dmodlauncher.org. I'll put the link in the description below just for easy access. And when you get here, it's right here, right in front of you. It's just a normal installer that you can click on. You can read all the stuff as well, and how to install and all that kind of thing. But all you need to do is get this link, click on it, and it'll start a download. All right. Once that's downloaded, install that. So we'll just go and click that to install it. It's going to give this Windows thing. Don't worry, it's completely safe. It's going to say, do you want to install this thing? I don't recognize it from the Windows Store because you haven't paid for it. Install it anyway, right? Click on that, and then you're going to get something. When you install it, you can install it to your desktop. It doesn't really matter, right? Once you install it, you're going to get this, right? And it's going to have this icon here like this, right? Like this, okay? So you're going to get a little icon like that, all right? So it's kind of like a black icon with a red moon on it, okay? So once you double click on that, you're going to get something like this, okay? So on the left-hand side here, let me try to explain what it is. So if you want to install a modlet, you can just go to here, go to Steam version, and this will just basically go to your Steam folder, right? And as you can see here, it'll just go to your game, Steam apps, 7 Days to Die, which is where your 7 Days to Die is. It might be a different drive, but that's generally where it is. And then manage modlets. And then here, you're going to get a different window showing up. Now, I've got a couple of mods already enabled, but if you click on view available, you're going to see all the mods that are out there available for you to download. Currently there's 361 mods, okay? And all you have to do is just basically go through and browse the mods that you want to install, what you kind of like the look of. So just for simplicity, I'm just going to install a little like a HUD modlet. So I'm just going to click on here, SMX HUD download. All right, so that's going to download for me. Once it's downloaded, it's completely done. So now I can close this off. And if I really wanted to double check that the mod's installed, I can go to my folder in Steam, and you can see here you have SMX HUD that we've just installed. Okay, so that's there. And then when you load up the game, it should show you the HUD that was installed. So let's just load up the game here, and hopefully it will be installed. Okay, right there, we are back in the game, and we've already got a problem. Oh wait, I know what this is. Okay, right, so ignore ignore the bar in the middle. I think that's a conflict with a different modlet that I have. But yeah, ignore the model. But you can see that the HD, the HUD has completely changed. On the left-hand side there, in the bottom left-hand corner, you can kind of see that it's all changed. It doesn't have the blue and green bars that you normally see. The bottom is changed as well. It doesn't have like the UI mod that you normally see. It's just got white squares. Is any difference anywhere else? Okay, there's not much any difference anywhere else, but this is basically the the mod in the middle is basically Kane's zombie HP bar mod, and I think it's conflicting with the UI mod. Okay, so this is what you have to contend. I think this is a good example of conflicting modlets. So yeah, just install the modlets that you want, and if they don't work, then just uninstall them. Now, I will say, before you install any modlet, make sure you back up and save your existing game, because if you install a modlet and something's wrong, and then you try to uninstall it and then reinstall it, it can be subject to corrupting your original save. So make a backup of your save first, and then do the model. Okay, so yeah, this is not a great example, but prime example of conflicting modlets. All right, so now we're going to look at how to install mods. Okay, so we are back here in the mod launcher, and like I said, from the left hand side you have the Steam version and you have the manage modlet to do that. On the further down on this list, you can see a load of mods that have been created by the amazing community of 7 Days to Die, right? So just to show you how to install a mod, I'm just going to select Undead Legacy here, probably one of my favorite mods to play, made by Sukway. I highly recommend it. And all you got to do is click on Stable or Experimental. Now, Experimental is basically a different branch of the code, and where the mod author is going to be changing things all the time and testing things out. And if you want the latest kind of like new thing as soon as it gets released, and the experimental is good for you. However, if you want a more stable thing, so less chance of the game actually crashing or breaking, install the stable one. Okay, so the best way to do it is just click on something that you like. So here I'm just going to click Undead Legacy Stable, and what's going to happen is it's going to make a copy of your 7 Days to Die folder. Okay, and then it's going to install it to a different folder and then mod that. Okay, so your vanilla 7 Days to Die will never be touched. Okay, so let's say you install a mod and then you get sick of it and then you want to go back to vanilla, the vanilla save is going to be there. Okay, so that's the best thing about mod launcher. It separates between the base game and then the modded game. Okay, so yeah, so from here, this is the game that it's going to recognize, the vanilla, and then it's going to install it to this file, and all you got to do is click install game copy. So that's going to install now. Now some of these mods are several gigs large. Okay, so if you see this and it's kind of like just doing the green bar over and over again for a little while, it is downloading. There are a couple of things to note, that most of these mods are from GitLab, and if GitLab or GitHub, GitLab, and if they're busy, then it can take a little bit while to download, especially if it's like a fresh new mod or so everybody wants to download it. You just have to bear that in mind, and also subject to your internet speed as well. All right, so I'm gonna leave this to download and copy in there, and we'll be back when it's done. Okay, so the mod has downloaded now, and you'll get this little pop-up here, say mod folder detected. A mod folder has been detected, possibly from a previous mod. Would you like to delete it? The launcher will install the correct mods for you. Okay, so it's up to you. If you know what you're doing, then just click no, and then you can just troubleshoot yourself. But if you don't know what you're doing, then I would suggest that you click yes. So what's that's going to do? That's just going to basically delete the existing mod folder and then just install the right thing yourself. Now, you might be thinking, now I can play the game. No. So before you even play the game, you need to then pre-sync the mod, okay? Basically, it'll make sure that everything that you've downloaded is up to date as well, and then installed properly. So yeah, and you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer before you actually can start to play. So just hit pre-sync mod, and it'll say the mod is not downloaded yet. Would you like to download it now? So you click yes. All right. And that basically is just going to refresh everything, make sure it's up to date, and you're playing on the latest version. So again, we'll be right back when this finishes updating. Okay, so the copying is done. As you can see here, it took a little under 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes almost, right? So now you can actually play, and best way to do that is actually going to the mod launcher itself and then hitting that play mod button. So what that's gonna do is basically, instead of launching the vanilla version, obviously, it's gonna go into the modded folder and then launch 7 days to die from there. So it's gonna launch from here. Hopefully we'll see Undead Legacy. And there you have it, Undead Legacy, the mod installed. As you see here, it's on the same alpha, so alpha 19.4b7, and then ULM Undead Legacy mod 2.3.30. And yeah, Undead Legacy is getting updated very frequently by Soapquake himself. And then yeah, once you're ready to play, just click new game. And you have all the standard things here. So you have like Undead Legacy things like this. These are the standard ones in vanilla, all that kind of stuff. And then if you go back, there are usually some like mod options as well. So user interface and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Undead Legacy specific like interfaces right here. So there you have it. So that's how you install mods and modlets. And yeah, have fun, folks. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer them. And enjoy, folks. Enjoy the mods. Go out and shoot some zombie face off with a laser gun or something. All right? Catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.